Guys, welcome back to the second episode of the Podstars, where we have the biggest mics, we have the biggest headphones, but we have the smallest penises. Last episode, at the end of it, if you stuck around, we got to know that AMK is faking the size of his penis. And that was actually a big foul because basically, if you want to qualify for this Podstar, if you want to qualify for this podcast, if you want to become a co-host, your penis needs to be smaller than this. If you're not watching this on the video format wala thing, then basically your penis needs to be less than 2.5 inches.
I lied on my resume.
AMK basically lied on his resume. But the thing about lying is that lies get caught.
I told you myself.
So it got caught.
Not like I was like flinging my penis around and started measuring it.
No. We both know that he's lying, but because he wants to cover up and seem cooler with a bigger penis, with a heftier, chunkier penis.
Look,
it was definitely 3.
3, right?
3.
3 out of 10.
No, 3 inches.
3
out of 10, bhai. 3 out of 10.
Just looked at my shape size and started like.
गाइज आज हम लोग यहाँ पर है क्योंकि AMK और केशव को मैं एक ऐसी स्टोरी सुनाने वाला हूँ जो मैंने आज तक इन दोनों को डिटेल में नहीं सुनाई है. और वो स्टोरी है द टाइम आई वॉज ऑन GTV Titsbilla. I wasn't on GTV Titsbilla, but guys, I'm sure you're all familiar with the game show Titsbilla. And it's on this fairly known
CTV.
GTV.
ETV?
CTV.
LTV.
LTV? No.
You can't say the real name. You can't say the real name.
No, what do you mean real? There is no real
Sorry,
name.
CTV
is the real name.
Name.
CTV Titsbilla. What do you guys know about the story? Have I told you guys anything?
I'm winking at the camera.
CTV Titsbilla. Have I told you guys anything about my experience with CTV Titsbilla?
No.
I have no idea.
Popular
no
show.
idea.
Popular show, right?
Yeah.
In South mein popular hai Titsbilla.
Everywhere is popular.
Titsbilla.
I wanted to be on
Titsbilla?
Klitsvilla.
It's Titsbilla. Stop confusing the name.
Titsbilla.
Klitsbilla.
Like it's small cat.
Yeah, Billa. Yeah, Billa can be a full-sized cat also.
Okay.
Anyway, so this story starts from a very mysterious show that I was told to be on by this man named Taran Ming Fabra.
You're trying to rhyme the thing.
I'm gonna say that's his real name, by the way. So this dude told me, he DM'd me. We were internet friends. Guys, this is back in the day. This is way back in the day. This is like, how many years ago is this now? Like 2 years ago, right? This is 2 years ago, back in 2020. This is pre-Instagram, pre-Reels, pre-everything. This was when I was just a college dropout, not a college dropout who embarrasses himself on the internet. So this was me, just a normal college dropout, and but इस टाइम पे भी मैं थोड़ा बहुत कंटेंट बना रहा था. आई स्टिल वांटेड टू बी अ कंटेंट क्रिएटर. तो मैं इधर उधर थोड़ी बहुत कंटेंट वाली बकचोदी करता था. और फिर मेरे कई एक ऐसे दोस्त थे जो कहते थे कि वाई इज ही एम्बैरसिंग हिमसेल्फ लाइक दिस. ओ माई गॉड यू नो हु यू आर.
And then you went to Klitsvilla.
No, I didn't Titsbilla. I didn't go to Titsbilla. So then point is कि उस टाइम पे भी मैं कोशिश कर रहा था कंटेंट करने की. तो मेरे को 2-3 मतलब बॉम्बे के जो लोग थे वो फॉलो करते थे. तो उन लोगों में से मेरे को एक बंदे का मैसेज आया कि भाई देयर इज़ दिस अपॉर्चुनिटी फॉर यू which is going to be quite excellent. And the opportunity was there was this blind dating show. So I'm not sure if I can take the name or whatever, but everybody who has
Klitsvilla.
FabChat.
everybody, yeah, it was on FabChat.
FabChat.
It was on FabChat, and it was a blind dating show.
Klitsvilla.
No, this is not Titsbilla, dude.
Titsbilla.
That comes after. This
Okay.
This is the context, right?
Right.
So this dude messaged me saying ki this is what's up. We are there's this show happening, and one of my friends is apparently a producer or something on that show. So why don't you audition for it? I think it'll be a good fit for you. And this is when we had just come back from Goa, and Goa was a pretty wild trip. And गोवा में मैंने सोचा था कि मतलब लोग मेरे को फनी बोल रहे थे. तो मैंने सोचा था कि मेरा फनीनेस में करियर है.
He was drunk the entire time, and then people were saying your jokes are so funny, and then he just went after that trip. And
after that trip,
that's
I
my career.
Actually got the confidence. I was like, उस ट्रिप के बाद बेंचों मेरे को लोग कह रहे हैं कि मैं फनी हूँ. उसके बाद मैं इतना ज़्यादा डेडिकेटेड घर वापस आया कि मैं हूँ फनी कि 2 साल बाद अब मैंने करियर बना लिया उसका।
जोक्स वोक्स लिखने लग गया।
हाँ भाई, तो पॉइंट भी कि फिर मैं गोवा से वापस आया और मेरे को इस बंदे का मैसेज आया। तो गोवा से वापस आते ही मेरे को हो गई थी अल्कोहल पॉइजनिंग, क्योंकि बेसिकली मेरे को अल्कोहल पॉइजनिंग हो गई थी क्योंकि मैं 7 दिन तक मैंने कंटिन्यूसली आई जस्ट केप्ट ड्रिंकिंग, आई केप्ट एस्केपिंग द हैंगओवर्स बाय drinking in the mornings as well, and I just wouldn't get hungover. Whoever knows me knows that that's one of, and you guys know me, so you know that I used to do that. Keshav is not very familiar to that lifestyle, but AMK is fairly familiar to that lifestyle. तो मैं वहाँ से वापस आया भारी हंगओवर, बेसिकली थोड़ा बहुत अभी भी थोड़ा बहुत नशे में, और मेरे को तब आया उस बंदे का DM कि ये सीन है, एंड दिस वाज लाइक 2 days आफ्टर आई केम बैक फ्रॉम गोवा, आई रिमेंबर दिस क्वाइट वेल. तो मैं तब भी थोड़ा हंगओवर था, तब भी थोड़ा नशे में था, हैंगओवर के नशे में, नॉट एक्चुअल नशे में. तो मैंने कहा क्या फ़र्क पड़ रहा है, मज़े मज़े में दे देते हैं ऑडिशन. और दे वर आस्किंग द मोस्ट लाइक फक ऑल क्वेश्चंस लाइक what is your ideal date and what would you do in this situation, what would you do in that situation. और मैंने full power मतलब बकचोदी मार के अपना एक चूतिया सा इंटरव्यू भेज दिया.
ऑडिशन रिकॉर्ड करके भेजा था?
हाँ लाइक घर उस टाइम पे कोविड चल रहा था. लाइक दिस इज हम लोग जब गोवा गए थे उसके बाद नेक्स्ट वेव, लाइक व्हेन वी केम बैक तो नेक्स्ट वेव शुरू हो गई थी.
विंडो में भाग गए जल्दी से.
हाँ, लकीली विंडो में हम जल्दी से चले गए. बट फिर उसके बाद हम वापस आए और मैंने अपना चूतिया ऑडिशन भेजा. एंड नेक्स्ट थिंग आई नो इज that they basically a few rounds of auditions happened and I got in. Then these guys are like, we're going to fly you out to Bombay, we'll get you a hotel, we'll book like both tickets, going, coming back, we'll give you a hotel or whatever, and you're on this show, but we can't tell you what the distribution network is, like if it's a Netflix show, if it's this that. तो I was kind of excited. I was like, वो बेटी Netflix पे आएगा मेरा शो, मैं तो फेमस हो जाऊंगा, बैंचो ये वो आई एम गोइंग टू बिकम द नेक्स्ट अनन्या पांडे, ये वो और फिर ये सब सोच के मैं अपने बैग पैक करके निकल गया बॉम्बे. ठीक है, उस टाइम पे थे मेरे कर्ली बाल. तो मैंने कहा बेंचो मैं भी हूँ आसिम रियाज, और मैं पहुंच गया कर्ली बालों के साथ. लोग मेरे को अपेरेंटली बुलाते हैं, कोई बिग बॉस वाला है, आई डोंट नो हू दैट इज प्रॉपर्ली.
बिग सॉस,
ओह बिग टॉस,
बिग रॉस,
किक कॉस, चिक चॉस. फिर मैं पहुंचा अपना बैग पैक करके बॉम्बे. ठीक है, और वहाँ पे भाई ये लाइक दिस इज़ लाइक 5 stories in one, क्योंकि ये बहुत मतलब बकचोदी थी. ठीक है, तो मैं पहुंचा बॉम्बे. दिस इज़ माई फर्स्ट प्रोफेशनल एक्सपीरियंस इन बॉम्बे. दिस इज़ बिफोर आई वेंट फॉर एनी शूट्स दैट आई वेंट फॉर नाउ, एंड दिस इज़ लाइक दिस इज़ बिफोर एवरीथिंग. दिस इज 2 years ago.
So I basically तो जब बॉम्बे पहुंचा बस वही था कि 2 टी-शर्ट और सपने लेके बॉम्बे पहुंच गया.
अबे 2 टी-शर्ट और सपने लेके ही काइंड ऑफ, बट उसके सिवाय भी लाइक बेसिकली मैं पहुंचा और 2 टी-शर्ट से तो ज़्यादा थे क्योंकि उस शो के लिए ज़्यादा आउटफिट मंगवाए थे. और like basically it was free. They said that it's not a paid thing, but you'll get exposure. Prabdeep, you know what I'm talking about. Prabdeep तेरे को गाना याद है, जी माने गांडू में वो बोलता है कि what do you mean it's for exposure, yeah? Like वो वाला, do you remember that little bit that 1 minute there's that conversation
goes on,
yeah, like we'll make you the most famous ये वो it's for exposure. So basically मेरा भी ऐसे चूतिया काटा था कि it's for exposure. और मेरे को ये नहीं बताया कि distribution network क्या है, कि किस पे जाएगा ये वो, ऐसा कुछ नहीं बताया मेरे को. और मैं अपना बस्ता पैक करके पहुंचा वहाँ पे. I land and they gave me a location, and I was supposed to reach that location on my own. Obviously no one was there to pick me up or whatever. तो मैंने अपनी कैब में डाली ड्रॉप लोकेशन और मैं पहुंच गया वहाँ पे. मैं वहाँ पहुंचा. It's just a go down, right? It's just like a run down warehouse with one like staircase going up to the roof, right. And there was nothing else apart from just that staircase going up the roof. तो मैं वहाँ पहुँचा, मैंने कॉल करा फिर प्रोडक्शन वाली बंदी को. मैंने कहा बेंच दिए कहाँ आ गया मैं भाई, यहाँ तो कुछ है ही नहीं. फिर वो कह रही है ओ सॉरी आप थोड़ा 50 मीटर आगे चल के आओ. फिर मैं 50 मीटर आगे चल के गया और मतलब it wasn't a hotel or anything, it was just a staircase up and then 1 floor with rooms, very like okay-ish rooms, not great rooms, but 1 floor with rooms, no windows and nothing else, 1 TV and 1 basic ass room. And then I got in there and they were like कि आप NDA साइन करो और जब तक शूट नहीं होता तब तक तुम यहाँ से बाहर नहीं निकल सकते. Like you can't exit this. ठीक है,
मर्डर के लिए फ्रेम कर दिया
भाई. दिस इज लाइक सम स्क्विड गेम्स टाइप शिट कि तुम यहाँ से बाहर नहीं निकल सकते. और भाई खिड़की भी नहीं है बहनचो. तो पहली रात तो चल ठीक था. ठीक है. उस टाइम पे भी मैं ट्राई करता था व्लॉग करने की. तो मैं व्लॉग कर रहा था एक्साइटमेंट में कि बॉम्बे आया हूँ, मेरे को यहाँ पे ठहरवाया गया है गाइज, मैं यहाँ पे रह रहा हूँ ये वो. और फिर उसके बाद मेरे को जाके बेंचों कमरे में बिठा दिया और फिर थोड़ी देर में जाके NDA साइन करा दिया. और it was not even like it wasn't even a hotel, it was like a guest house type thing. So it was not like there was any room service. We got like set meals कि इस टाइम पे ये वाला मील आ रहा है, मेल आ रहा है. बेंचो जेल टाइप सिचुएशन थी, ठीक है. तो मैंने कहा कि भाई हो स्ट्रगलर लाइफस्टाइल तो ऐसा ही कुछ होता होगा बॉम्बे में. तो फिर मैं भी
तो नहीं था भाई.
फिर मैं भी
खाना तो कभी भी खा सकते थे लोग.
हाँ भाई, और निकल भी सकते
और
थे भाई.
विंडोज तो होती थी सबके
हाँ,
कमरों
and you
में.
could like actually leave to explore Bombay. You weren't just shut in a room.
Struggler lifestyle also, people were living on the street. They had windows all over.
Dude, like still like yeah, I would rather be struggling like that than be locked in a room with like set meal times. And yeah, I signed an NDA. I didn't even know what the NDA said because I never read my contracts. So guys, if you are a brand that's going to make me sign a contract, don't take advantage of the fact. But actually, I have management now. Shout out to Monkey. I'll shout out Monkey every episode. They might start giving me a bigger percentage then. Although they haven't taken a single percentage from me till now. Shout out to Monkey again. फिर उसके बाद मैंने NDA साइन किया और वो रात हो गई ओवर. मेरे को अगले दिन बोला था, मैं 6-7 बजे पहुंचा था उस होटल, और अगले दिन बोला था कि 8 बजे शूट होगा. यू विल गो टू द शूट एट 8 AM. So then I'm like, okay, fine. Let's, I'm excited. I'll sleep on time so that I wake up rested. I have to wake up and look my best. I'm going to be on camera or whatever. मैं सुबह उठा around 6:30, 1.5 घंटे पहले कि रेडी होऊंगा और फिर मैं जाऊंगा अपने पहले शो पर. और मैं सुबह उठा 6:30 हो गए, मैं रेडी हुआ और मैं अपना शक्ल शेव कर रहा हूँ. And you know how sometimes you get when you're shaving, you like shave and you get like one of those weird like little bumps that can sometimes turn very big if you keep scratching them, like those weird razor burns slash pimples. So I got one of those. And then I'm like, fuck, अब मैं क्या करूँ? तो मैं टी ट्री ऑयल लगा रहा हूँ, ये लगा रहा हूँ, वो लगा रहा हूँ. I'm trying to make it go down, but it's not going down. और फिर बज गए 8. तो मैंने कहा fuck, अब तो मैं कैमरा पे बिल्कुल लगूंगा मादरचोद प्री-प्यूबेसेंट टट्टा. और फिर कॉल किया मैंने उस बंदी को, कि प्रोडक्शन वाली बंदी को, कि क्या सीन है, मैं तो रेडी हूँ, अब कब, लाइक व्हेन आर वी लीविंग. शी लाइक कि वो एक्चुअली थिंग्स हैव गॉटन डिलेड बाय एन आवर. An hour goes by, I call her back. Oh yeah, actually things have gotten delayed by 2 hours. Now it's 11 or 12 and I'm still sitting there and I think I've gotten one meal so far. And I've had a shit ton of coffee because I'm getting bored as fuck. The internet connection is not very fast.
हो जाता थोड़ी देर.
अबे कहाँ कॉफी वॉफी पी के, और मेरे को थोड़ी
कॉफी नहीं पीता ना,
नर्वसनेस भी तो हो रही थी ना थोड़ी. और
कोई इतनी कॉफी पिएगा तो होगी नर्वसनेस.
अबे बट मेरे को ये थोड़ी पता था कि वो डिले करते रहेंगे, तो मैंने तो पहले ही कॉफी पी ली थी. मैंने तो पहले ही कॉफी पी ली थी. और उसके बाद बहनचोद मैंने क्या बोलते हैं, फिर वो कह रहे हैं 1 घंटे डिले हुआ पहले, फिर उसके बाद 1 और घंटे डिले हुआ, और ऐसे डिले चलते गए. और फिर जाके रात के 1 बजे वो मुझे वहाँ लेके गए और शूट 3 बजे ख़त्म हुआ. और बाद में मेरे को पता चला, मैंने जब वहाँ पहुँचा ना मैं, तो मैं अब बहनचोद मैं अपने आप को लाइक हाइप अप कर रहा हूँ कि फक दिस इज़ माई बिग मोमेंट, दिस इज़ माई बिग ब्रेक. फिर मैंने बंदी से पूछा इसका एक्चुअली में लाइक हु इज़ डिस्ट्रीब्यूटिंग दिस, इज़ दिस लाइक नेटफ्लिक्स, अमेजॉन प्राइम, ये वो. एंड दे लाइक ओ दिस इज़ एक्चुअली ऑन फैपचैट. फिर मैंने कहा बहनचोद व्हाट द फक भाई.
We'll mute this part. What is Snapchat really?
Snapchat.
Oh, okay.
We can say Snapchat though. Snapchat isn't going to sue us. So yeah, we won't have to mute this part.
Okay, right.
But anyway, guys, we're talking about Snapchat. It's kind of obvious.
We're rhyming it with Snapchat, so
yeah.
So we just know what the rhymes are for.
Yeah. So basically, this was on fucking Snapchat. और मैं कह रहा हूँ कि भाई क्या मजाक है भाई, तुम लोगों ने मेरे को बॉम्बे फ्लाई कर दिया, मेरे को कैदी बना दिया. भाई मैंने I didn't see the sun for literally 38-40 hours क्योंकि मैं उसमें बैठा था, और फिर रात को मेरे को जाने दिया भाई बाहर. उससे पहले उन्होंने बोला कि बस बोलते गए 1 घंटा till it became 1 in the night and then it fucking happened. और वहाँ पे मैं जब फिर सेट पे पहुँचा ना, तो वो बंदा मेरे से पूछता है कि what would you like he's like would you like to have something before we start. So फिर मेरे को क्या पता, मैंने कह दिया कैन आई हैव सम वोडका. तो वो कह रहा है इज दिस योर फर्स्ट टाइम ऑन सेट. तो मैंने कहा लाइक ऑब्वियसली इट्स माई फर्स्ट टाइम ऑन सेट. बेंचोद मैं अगर तेरे से पूछ रहा हूँ कैन आई हैव सम वोडका, हीरो क्या बन रहा है भाई तू. एक तो स्नैपचैट के लिए शो बना रहा है तू, यहाँ बेंचोद मेरे को वापस जवाब दे रहा है.
स्नैपचैट
बताओ भाई. स्नैपचैट भाई उस टाइम पे रील्स का भी ज़्यादा सीन नहीं था, कोई भी ऐसे वर्टिकल पे कुछ नहीं देखता था भाई. स्नैपचैट पे बंदा शो बना रहा है और मेरे को वापस जवाब दे रहा है भाई. फिर तूने मेरे से पूछा ही क्यों ऐसे जैसे कुछ भी दे देगा. सीरियसली. फिर उसके बाद
you should have asked for some absurd thing instead of vodka.
अबे he would have said no and asked me the same, like said the same thing to me. और apparently मेरे को किसी ने ये भी बोला था कि बिल्कुल बगल में KBC का भी सेट है.
You could have met the
Great Bachchan साहब.
The greatest Bachchan. Goat Bachchan.
वहाँ पर जाके सीधे वहीं से निकला और बैठ गया in one of those seats.
और मैंने
the
वहाँ
hot
पे
seats.
अपना एपिसोड वहाँ फिल्म कर लिया.
हाँ नहीं क्योंकि वहाँ पर seats होती है ना before Mr. Amitabh starts asking the questions like okay who was the
fastest finger first
gets to say and then you बैठ गया एक सीट में वहाँ पे.
अगले दिन तक वहीं पे बैठा हो गया वहाँ पे.
बैठा है तो छुपा हुआ अगले दिन हम देख रहे हैं Snapchat के बाद तेरा KBC में आया था.
Dude, that was my big break. Dude, I didn't make the most of the opportunity वरना मैं 2 साल पहले मेरा करियर शुरू हो गया था ना way bigger way.
Literally 5,000 रुपए वाले क्वेश्चन.
अमिताभ बच्चन के साथ रील बना के आ गया 500 रुपए जीत के.
कैश आउट कर गया पहले क्वेश्चन क्यों
भाई मेरे को तो केबीसी का ज्यादा पता भी नहीं है भाई बचपन में.
After the 5K he asked you do you want to continue, do you want to stay?
You want to cash out.
Yeah, and then after the 5K you'll just be like I want to cash out.
केबीसी में टैक्स में कटते हैं क्या?
हाँ पक्का करते होंगे.
क्या जीएसटी इनकम टैक्स क्या कटता है?
The game shows have the most tax.
टैक्स करता है कुछ 30% तो कटेगा ही कटेगा. कुछ तो करेगा.
Game shows have the most tax. You know
पूरा थोड़ी दे देंगे.
At least in US game shows I read this somewhere that mostly in the game shows when they give the cards, the cards have taxes.
So
you have
they
a
have to
gift
pay
tax.
that.
The only thing you admit, the maximum amount you can gift a person in US is $10,000, not more than that.
Oh, then that's tax.
Yeah, if expensive car, you have to pay more of the tax, so they end up giving the car, selling the car.
Interesting.
इंडिया में भी ऐसा कुछ
ये मैंने शायद कहीं पे पढ़ा भी था. I think David Dobrik spoke about this.
नहीं this was
इंडिया में भी गिफ्ट पे टैक्स होता है.
Talking about
Oh yeah, you told me this.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
told me this पहले.
इंडिया में भी गिफ्ट पे टैक्स है एक अमाउंट से ऊपर और शायद कहते अगर तुम अपने रिलेटिव्स को गिफ्ट नहीं कर रहे या फिर ब्लड रिलेटिव्स को भी तो उस पर भी टैक्स अलग होता है फिर.
और फिर भाई उसके बाद मैंने पूछा बंदी से कहाँ पे डिस्ट्रीब्यूट हो रहा है. कह रही है ये तो डिस्ट्रीब्यूट हो रहा है उस पे स्नैपचैट पे. फिर मैंने कहा भाई इससे तो मेरे को भैंचोद कुछ नहीं मिलने वाला भाई. यहाँ पे तो कुछ होएगा ही नहीं सीन. फिर मैं कुछ नहीं गया. मैंने अपना एपिसोड फिल्म किया और मैं सेट पे भी बहुत बकचोदी कर रहा था. तो जहाँ पे भी जो भी वो लोग थे दे काइंड ऑफ सॉर्ट आई गेस लाइक्ड मी ऑन द सेट लाइक द प्रोडक्शन टीम. एंड लाइक आई वाज मेकिंग कॉन्वर्सेशन विद ऑल ऑफ देम एंड देन आई फाउंड आउट दैट these people also produce some other shows like Chodis and Tits Billa. So yeah, so I found out that ये Chodis भी वो कर रहे हैं, produce कर रहे हैं, Tits Billa भी produce कर रहे हैं. तो फिर like I was like oh okay that's cool. For all of these shows are for CTV, if you know what I'm talking about, CTV. तो फिर मैंने कहा कि चलो फिर तो बढ़िया है भाई, ठीक है. मैंने दोस्त बना लिए और मैं आ गया वापस सोच के कि इससे तो कुछ होने वाला है नहीं. और दिल्ली आया मैं वापस. एंड नाउ द टाइमलाइन इज अ लिटिल ब्लरी बट आई वुड से अबाउट 3-4 months later in 2020, 3-4 months into 2020, because this was all in Jan and then this was like Feb when this show must have happened. So 3-4 months later I get a call from one of the dudes who was managing me at this CTV का जो ये blind dating show था. They were managing me there and they were like Tits Billa is coming up and we would like you to audition for Tits Billa. तो उस टाइम पे तो मैंने सोचा कि हाँ भाई ये तो लाइक दिस इज़ अ प्रीटी बिग अपॉर्चुनिटी. मैं भैंचो उस टाइम पे लाइक was I creating content in 2020 like back in the day or was this
we didn't have reels back then.
Was this even 2020? Did we when did we go to Goa?
2020 we went to Goa. 2021 New Year's no.
So how did we go to 2020?
We went in 2020 when we came back
so
in
this
2021.
So this whole story is actually 2021. So this is not 2 years ago. This is 1 year ago. Yeah, guys, we got the context a bit
This was last
wrong.
year, just before Reels.
No, Reels existed, I think.
Reels started in 21.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Wait, let me...
TikTok बैन हुआ था ना जब?
21 only.
हाँ, तब mainstream हुआ था Reels. Let me see where... Do you remember that picture we posted from Goa? Do you remember we posted from Goa, right? Yeah, wait. So we were in Goa. Yeah, Jan 2020. So guys, this is not 2020. We went to Goa in 2020 and all of this story is happening a year back, 2021. So फिर 2021 में a couple of months after the show, I get a message from this guy initially saying Tits Billa auditions are happening. So would you like to be a part of that or whatever? And I was like, sure. And then the whole process for Tits Billa started, which was again similar to the audition process for the blind dating show, but this time it was like instead of like more like questions towards, oh, like what would you do on a date and stuff, it was more like what would you do to impress a crowd, ye wo. And guys, obviously, me being me, my talent was to rap because I'm honestly a real rapper. तो मैंने tits बिला के उसके लिए भी I rapped.
Who were the judges?
There were no judges at the time.
But so rap talent पे who did
अरे
you
तूने
rap
वीडियो
to?
पे ही बनाया था ये भी.
Abbe,
ये
it was
audition भी
basically
video.
like, yeah, this was again in COVID, so this was like a tape I was sending.
So did you know who was watching the tape or just the whole
No.
management?
I was
I
so...
bet there were layers to the audition, no? Then
हाँ, so like initially someone must have seen it, then someone must have... I'm getting to the layers ना.
right.
So basically पहले मैंने वीडियो भेजी कि कुछ टैलेंट की बकचोदी थी, मेरे को प्रॉपरली याद नहीं है, बट बेसिकली पहला वो था कि सेंड लाइक एन इंट्रोडक्शन वीडियो एंड सेंड अ टैलेंट थिंग कि what is your, like if you had to impress an audience, because you know how on these game shows on Titsvilla and Chodis and stuff, वो लोग basically बस ये सब बकचोदी करते हैं. तो basically मेरे को बोला कि like कुछ talent दिखाओ, तो मैंने मतलब oh yeah I fucking sang go Corona every day you kill my bone. मैंने ये रैप करके भेज दिया, ठीक है. और मैंने actually में काफ़ी feel के साथ with my hand movements and stuff I fucking rapped it and I sent it. And obviously these people being straight fucking like, dude, these game shows are literally the most dumb things on this fucking planet. So obviously they said ki yeah, this is very great. And I went through to the second round of the audition. And then the second, I don't know if this was the second round, they made me send a couple of videos basically, and then they finally said that now you're in the final audition phase, and you're going to be on a video call with a bunch of these people from CTV, and you will be interviewed or whatever. Right. So I was like, chalo theek hai, matlab sahi jayega ye wo. So now this is the day of the interview. It's about I don't know how long it was in. It was in like an hour or so. And I started to prepare my laptop or whatever. And they sent me a fucking Zoom link. Theek hai? Aur fir finally, it's the time of the interview. It was at around 7 in the evening or something. And I try to join the Zoom link and I can't. It keeps failing for like half an hour because obviously CTV is not very organized. So it somehow kept failing और बकचोदी होती गई और फिर finally जाके I got in. I got into the sorry, like I got no dude, I got into my splits routine, like I was just stretching and stuff. Then eventually it started, and then I got into the Titsvilla audition thing. And there are like I think about 7 to 10 people, women and men both, and they start off with the usual like.
Did you recognize anyone?
No, fuck no. Thank God. There was no way I would have recognized someone there. If
man, Keshav was there.
do you, I've previously
Final
made,
round.
Do you guys remember the reel I made on how you get in Chodis or tuition center?
Right.
हाँ कि अगर तुम उस पे एक जज हो तो तुम्हारी रेलेवेंस मर गई है और अब तुम्हारी गांड पपलुओं से, तुम्हारी इंपॉर्टेंस पपलुओं से गांड चटवाने पे आती है. सो बेसिकली वो सारे वैसे ही वाले थे, उनकी इंपॉर्टेंस पपलुओं से गांड चटवाने से आती थी, बट इनकी इतनी बुरी तरह नहीं आती क्योंकि जूम पे चटवा रहे थे, फिजिकली इन पर्सन टास्क करा के नहीं चटवा रहे थे. तो फिर उनने मेरे से वही बेसिक क्वेश्चंस पूछने शुरू कर दिए कि व्हाट आर योर हॉबीज, व्हाट आर योर दिस. फिर आया क्वेश्चन व्हाट आर यू पैशनेट अबाउट, एंड दिस इज व्हेन आई वाज ऑन 3000 फॉलोअर्स. आई एम जस्ट पुटिंग दैट इन. Not, you guys will know I'm not trying to be cocky, I'm just putting that in.
Humble beginnings.
Yeah, no, big picnics, humble
beginnings.
So
we just start rhyming every word. We just stopped speaking English. Like
everything is lace up. Bun mole.
Nariyal.
Oh, Narayan.
Yeah, Nariyal. Okay.
फिर उसके बाद उनने ना वो आए, लाइक उनको लगा होगा कि ये वाला हैवी हिटिंग क्वेश्चन है, तो वो आए अपने मेन क्वेश्चन पे और मेरे से पूछता है व्हाट आर यू पैशनेट अबाउट. तो मैं तो भाई अब उस टाइम पे भी अब मैं क्या ही बोलूँ, मैं गोवा से आया था और आई वाज फीलिंग फनी एंड स्टफ. तो मैंने बोल दिया कि आई एम पैशनेट अबाउट क्रिएटिंग कंटेंट.
मुझे बोलने वाला पैशनेट अबाउट ड्रिंकिंग.
नहीं भाई, गोवा से आया हूँ हंगओवर. नहीं अबे, बट दिस इज 4-5 months आफ्टर गोवा. जैन नहीं है ये, बहुत टाइम हो गया. बट फिर भी मेरे दिमाग में मैं गोवा से ही आया था, मैं फंस गया था वहाँ पे मेंटली. फिर उसके बाद
What are you passionate about?
अबे फिर मैं I was like, I'm passionate about, like, the person asked me, the dude asked me, what are you passionate about? So I'm like, I'm passionate about content creation.
Right.
He takes half a second pause, like, he didn't take too long. He takes a half a second pause, laughs. He's like, how many followers do you have? Like, he's like, how many followers do you have? There was no laugh here, sorry. He took a half a second pause. He's like, how many followers do you have?
Right.
So I'm like, oh, I have approximately 3,600 followers.
Yeah.
Then he takes like a microsecond pause, goes like, looks like you're not very good at it now. Takes a jab at me. He's like, looks like you're not very good at it. And the giggle was not a sort of a giggle that he was entertained. It was a pure condescension giggle.
Right.
He like, looks like you're not very good at it. और भाई मैंने कहा बहन चोद भाई इसने तो मेरी पैंट उतार के मेरी इंटरव्यू पे गांड मार ली Zoom पे भाई
Zoom पे
bro it was so embarrassing that I still remember it. Like I was like so fucking embarrassed that I still remember the fucking...
But that's what they do in like Chits Stilla.
Tits Billa.
Yeah.
How hard is it to remember Tits
The show
Billa?
name, I know.
Yeah.
It's a pretty popular show.
It's a very popular show. So this dude... I'm not on fucking chodis. Like the point is not to break me down on
No,
the...
but it's still like that. If
No,
you've
but-
seen the interviews, it's
Bro,
usually
but
like
here,
that.
these interviews were strictly like BS. They were just formalities because
Right.
I had already interacted
Maybe
with...
prepping.
Interacted with whatever the production people
How
and shit.
fun would it be to be a judge on that, just to like
Say shit
bring
to people.
down the whole day?
I don't even know. It would be so...
Imagine the whole life just starts going that way.
Dude, it would
बीवी
be-
अंदर आती है, बीवी को बोल देते हैं तू खाना
अबे
बनाएगी.
तो वो probably बोलते ही होंगे भाई. It would be so
The
like...
personality is like that.
Yeah, dude, you're just like basically spreading negativity
An
the whole
asshole,
day.
basically, yeah.
मादर चोद बकचोद जॉब है
खुद
भाई.
बस एक जज बने हुए हैं, किसी रैंडम शो पे कोई देखता भी नहीं है वो.
अबे टिट्स बिला को अब भैंचोद रेलेवेंस गए हुए कितना टाइम हो गया भाई. अब कौन देखता है टिट्स बिला
Your
भैंचोद?
personality, you just become an
वो
asshole
स्लैप
after
के
that
बाद
day.
बस वो स्लैप फेमस है.
वो स्लैप टिट्स बिला पे नहीं था भाई.
कौन सा शो था? हाउ कैन यू
How can she
slap?
slap?
वो
How
कोई
can she
और
slap?
वो कोई और शो था वो.
That
Tits-
was
that was not टिट्स बिला.
That was some other show.
अबे फिर उसके बाद मेरे को बंदा
On the
कहता है
same CTV only.
all of the shows that were giving you
Yeah.
AIDS were on CTV.
एड्स.
अबे फिर उसके बाद मेरे को कहता है कि looks like you're not very good at it.
Right.
तो मैंने कहा बैंचो maybe not. I was like कि अब मैं क्या बोलूँ इसको भाई.
Contemplating life.
Yeah, I'm like what do I say to this? Maybe I'm not that good at it. और उसके बाद भाई मैंने फिर उन्हें और कोई formality के questions पूछे. फिर बोला okay Anmol, that is it and best of luck.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the dude who said, look, it doesn't seem like you're very good at it. I don't think he said best of luck. Someone else said best of luck. और उसके बाद a couple of days go by and then my production guy hits me up and he's like, congratulations Anmol, you have been selected on Tits Billa.
He just got sad and depressed after the show. And they're like,
Yeah, dude, they were
congratulations, you
like-
have been selected.
Then they're like, congratulations, you have been selected on Tits Billa.
For more ass whooping.
फिर मैंने बोला बढ़िया है भाई. मैं अपनी मम्मी को बोला कि your son is going to be on CTV. अब मैं बहन चोद दूंगा ये.
Billa.
Tits Billa
It's
भाई.
Billa.
भाई आज तो guys EMK is really not
I'm
into
sorry.
this one.
I've been up and around since morning.
No, that doesn't matter. No.
तो तूने पूरे दुनिया को बता दिया कि तब तू टिट्स विला पे जा रहा है और सब जगह तूने बोल दिया सबको. अब
अबे मैंने सबको बोल दिया भाई कि मैं CTV स्टार बनने वाला हूँ. टिट्स बिला पे मैं ऐसे हिलाने वाला हूँ अपने. ठीक है. और मैंने सबको बोल दिया. AMK को बोल दिया, मम्मा को बोल दिया, सबको बोल दिया. ठीक है कि टिट्स बिला पे होने वाला है. एंड ऑब्वियसली व्हाई वुड आई नॉट, बिकॉज दे सेंट मी the paperwork, right? They sent me the paperwork that said that you are going to be on Tits Billa, whatever. And they sent me a whole ass big list of the things I'm supposed to get. Carry like in terms of like clothes, this, that. And then I'm ready to go on fucking Tits Villa or whatever. And right, I've told everyone, I'm quite happy. I was very happy. I told everyone, मैंने सबको बता दिया था कि भाई मैं टिट्स बिल्ले पे होने वाला हूँ, ये वो. अब मेरे को CTV वाला फेम मिलेगा. अब मैं भैंचोद सबसे बड़ा स्टार बनने वाला हूँ. ठीक है. और फिर they sent, after a few days, they sent a list of all the shit you needed to get. And these motherfuckers said that you need to get like 40 outfits. 40, ठीक है. And they were all like combinations. ये. And they also said, for 30 days, you can't use your phone. 30 days, you won't have phone or anything. You won't have your phone or anything. And they said 40 different outfits. 40 to 60 different outfits was what we had to get. तो मैंने कहा बैंचो तब तो गांड फटने वाली है. तो मैं around 3-4 days before going, I think around 3-4 days before going, they said ki we're just about to send you your tickets. I'm pretty sure I had signed some contracts also that stated that I'm going to be on this show or whatever. And it was like a confirmation, and I was ready. They had sent me the whole list of everything I have to get. Now 3-4 days before I'm supposed to leave, I am ready to go and buy these things with my mom. Right. So I call up the fucking dude and I'm like, there was thing in the list that was like repeating in a weird way. So I was like, do I need to get 2 of these, or does one pair of this outfit, is that okay? So banda kehta hai ki, when I call him, right? So now I call him 4 or 5 days before leaving and right before shopping. So like I'm literally about to leave for the mall. मैं भी जाने ही वाला था. मैंने उसको थोड़े घंटे पहले कॉल किया कि क्या सीन है, मैं ये सब लेना है नहीं लेना. मैंने उस बंदे को कॉल किया and I was like कि भाई, I posed the question to him and he was like कि oh actually sorry Anmol, वो आपको तो हटा दिया.
What the fuck?
I was supposed to be a what is it called, a surprise entry, wild card. I was supposed to be a wild card entry and ये जो मेरे को बहाना मार रहे थे वो था कि जो तेरे साथ बंदी वाइल्ड कार्ड में एंटर करने वाली थी उसको शायद से उसको कुछ कोविड हो गया है, तो अब सिर्फ एक लड़का नहीं आ सकता, यू हैव टू कम इन अ पेयर और सम ऐसा कोई बकचोद.
If you get a girl you can come.
पता नहीं यार, ऐसा कोई बकचोद बहाना मारा था और किसी ने मेरे को खुद कॉल करके इन्फॉर्म नहीं किया.
तूने 3 दिन पहले पूछा था.
हाँ, मैंने 3 दिन पहले, imagine I bought those 40 outfits and spent like 60-70K on fucking buying that many clothes. और फिर मेरे को वो बोल रहे हैं मैं 3, 4, 5, 6 साल तक वो कपड़े चला लेते इतने आउटफिट भाई. 40 outfit unique.
You could have sued them afterwards.
Dude, in India that shit doesn't work. That's why Tits Billa, you can suck my fucking small penis. Yeah, because you can't sue me either. Fuck boys.
Do you think these guys have fines for like if they do anything sexual on the show?
I think they're supposed to.
Because even out like Too Hot to Handle had like these fines.
No. Too Hot to Handle, the concept was based around the fact that you have a fine around doing sexual stuff. Right. But basically, मेरे को भाई literally 4 दिन पहले, before I go shopping, I call them after I've signed the contracts, after I've done everything. Tits Billa tells me कि oh sorry आपका तो हुआ नहीं. After I've signed the contracts, they did not fucking call me and tell me this, dude. Can you believe that? I actually cried. I fucking cried after that, dude. I was like, this is so fucking terrible. My little 21-year-old ass was heartbroken, dude. I was like, मेरे को लगा था कि I was like actually
I'm
excited.
I'm gonna find my new wife over here.
Fuck that, dude. Finding my new wife. I was dating my current wife then.
Tits Billa ने पहले तेरे को वो कि you don't seem very good at it पहले बेइज्जती करी, फिर बोलते आ जाओ. फिर 4 दिन में तू पूरे तो बोलते कट लो.
भाई तो बेसिकली वो ऐसे कहानियां बना दिया भाई, मेरे को बाइपोलर बना दिया भाई. और फिर उस टाइम में मैं एक्चुअली रोया था भाई. मैंने कहा था कि CTV और टिट्स बिला का माँ का भोसड़ा भाई, इनके सारे चूतियों से मेरे बाद रिवेंज लूंगा भाई.
अब कोई देखता ही नहीं है सब
भाई, कोई नहीं देखता भाई. एंड लाइक literally thank fucking God I didn't go on that fucking show, because then I would have forever been marked a Tits Billa ka chutiya. I would much rather be a Reels ka chutiya. At least I fucking did that shit by myself. Like I didn't go on to a tutty game show and became like a fucking CTV ka tatta.
That would have been fun though.
बिल्कुल भी नहीं.
That would have been fucking weird, dude. The type of people that would then approach me in person.
No, I'm not saying I want to go on. Like, it'd be fun like if you went and your fucking clips were going viral from that place.
I mean, it would be funny and shit for us, but dude, it would be a weird sort of like dude, I would be thrusted into the whole thing way faster, because then they would be like, yo Bombay aa ja, ab tu ye kar le, wo kar le, ye kar le, wo kar le, and like
फिर TV show में आ जाता.
और फिर
did any actor make it out of these shows and become big?
आयुष्मान खुराना,
the only one, and that was on the 1st or 2nd season of Chodis.
2nd.
Nobody else made it out.
No, all of these Prince and stuff are still doing reality shows.
उसके जज बन जाते हैं अगर जीत जाते तो.
हाँ, exactly. वो अभी तक
they either become hosts or judges.
Yeah, those guys are still doing that. But dude, imagine like they're unorganized to the point where they completely forgot that one wildcard entry. They've forgotten to say कि वो उसका पत्ता कट गया है।
वाइल्ड कार्ड एंट्री का पता कट गया।
हाँ भाई
तू पहुंच जाता भाई,
सोच, और वहाँ पे मैं
4 सूटकेस लेके
तू वहाँ पर डोर पे खोला है, कैमरा वैमरा आया, तू जैसे अंदर को कैमरा ऑफ कर दिया, उन्होंने कहा व्हाट
ये
द
कौन आ
फक।
गया भाई?
मैं अगर वहां पे होता ना फिर तो तूने किसी को पक्का मारा होता वहाँ पे।
भाई मेरे को
तू कलर शो में पहुंचा तो बिग बॉस में पहुंच जाता।
भाई मेरे को तो लग रहा था कि मैंने सिनेरियोज बना लिए थे अपने हेड में कि मेरे को धनविजय चाटा मारेगा, ये वो ये सब वो सब होने वाला है।
विजय
अबे मैंने सोच लिया था कि सर ऐसे सर व्हाट्सअप, लाइक आई वुड बी लाइक यू नो कि किसी की बेंच में पंगे वंगे करने वाला हूँ, क्योंकि उस सीजन में मतलब कोई बहुत सारे इन्फ्लुएंस लाइक ऐसे ही।
You think all
चूतिए
these
थे।
guys just come to these kind of shows just to fuck around, like just to like become popular, to just
नहीं,
rogue
उनको
around
मुझे
and-
लगता है एक्चुअल में लगता है कि ये इधर से वो बन जाएंगे कुछ।
नहीं, पर वो एक्टिंग भी तो like they overdo the drama like anything.
Abe yeah, so those people who go on to those shows, they basically think that this is our platform into mainstream Bollywood, yeah.
हाँ.
But then basically, when I had gone for this show, I had also spoken to a dude, a casting dude. I'm not going to take his name, although we're on good terms or whatever, but I had spoken to a dude who owns a decent casting company. And he told me that, you know, once you're touched by these reality show people, and if you come to Bombay through reality shows, then no like respected producer, director would want to take you on anything. Like they don't want to touch people who've done like
These kind of
yeah.
shows.
Actually makes sense. Why would they?
Yeah, like they basically you, it's like career suicide. That you think this is a start to your career, but it's like career suicide.
Nobody would watch the movies.
Nobody will watch the movies. It's just like if you will do something, then you'll probably do something like fucking very like, you know, like over the
But
top
that
bullshit.
could work either way.
What do you mean?
Like you could be a total flop in these shows, the most hated person, and then you do a movie and you will get people to watch that movie because you were the most hated person.
But it's been like 20 years since people have been doing this, and there's one person.
yeah,
who's
I'm not
come
saying
out of
this.
it.
I'm not saying this. I'm just
No, I'm
talking
saying
about the whole
I'm talking about reality like,
in general.
as a whole. Like
Yeah.
who, like all of the like Big Boss people sometimes end up doing some sort of shit, but I don't think they end up getting like
No, but
mainstream Bollywood.
big boss people are already sort of known. That's
No,
why
not
Big
not
Boss-
always, not always.
कुछ भी नहीं वो because of Salman भाई they get some roles in his movies only, वो भी side
नहीं, but Big
कि
Boss
he's saying कि वो
people
पहले से known होता
थोड़े
है.
बहुत तो होते ही है known. The
नहीं,
TV
but-
stars, the
but
TV
बहुत
stars.
सारे लोग जो जीतते हैं वो kinda I feel like unknown होते हैं.
हाँ
Not very known.
नहीं, I feel like the winners, like 50-60% of the winners were probably TV show known. If you
Some
watch,
of them were, yeah. Some of them
TV
were.
show known फिर उनको जानते हैं मतलब
अबे TV show known was a lot
Apparently,
back then.
yeah, apparently
TV show
show
known
known
was a
is
lot back
yeah,
then. मैं
is a big
देखता था
deal.
भाई अपने बहन के साथ बैठ के ये Star
हाँ,
Plus
ठीक.
वगैरह.
अबे वो जो who was that jacked dude who used to come in that doctor वाला show? You remember what I'm talking about?
yeah, I remember what it-
Vipassha Basu's husband
Yeah.
Karan something
Karan something. You remember that guy?
Yeah.
Like he used to be on that fucking show with doctors and shit.
Yeah.
Right? I used to fucking watch that show with my sister too.
Yeah. All
That
these
show was
people-
back in the day there was no Netflix.
Khali
There
has
was-
been on Big Boss.
Dude, there was nothing
Yeah.
back in the
We
day.
should have asked Khali about Big Boss.
Was he on Big Boss?
yeah
he
he
was
was
on Big
Fuck, we should have asked him who did he fuck around with. Not in a sexual way, obviously.
Every time he was in Big Boss, even the guys were like, they were like touching his bicep and shit.
we didn't do that, sadly. We should have.
सूट पहन के आया था
And it was so creepy. It was kind of rude. Like
What
for
was
him.
kind of rude? That they were just touching his stuff.
No, not touching. Like the way he entered. If you watch the YouTube video of how Khali entered Big Boss, he entered basically wearing the Undertaker kind of thing, like wearing a whole hood, like the black bathrobe kind of thingy with a hood and shit.
Like a entering for a
bathrobe,
boxing
like
match.
a robe. Yeah, like you're entering for a boxing match.
match.
Basically. He entered, and the girls started screaming like they were scared, like a
What the
demon
fuck?
entered.
That's pretty
I was
Shrek.
fucked. I was like, he would be crying and then he's just smiling like Khali just smiling, like looking down and smiling like that
काफी rude है भाई
creepily.
ये तो.
भाई खली
And
इतना
all of them
अच्छा
were
आदमी है
shouting.
भाई.
The girls were hiding their face and screaming. It was so fucking disrespectful.
और खली भाई ने करा भी फिर उसके बाद. मैं अगर खली होता तो सलमान को दबा देता भाई ऐसे करके.
भाई इतना अच्छा आदमी था भाई खली
He's so
कितना-
sweet.
कितना
And
सही
even on the
बंदा है
show,
भाई.
he was sweet. He was talking sweetly to everyone.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Dolly Bindra was in the same year with him.
Oh
he
shit.
he met me twice and he recognized me the second time. He's like I
But he
met
thought
you.
he met you like years
But
ago.
this is a story for a different day.
Yeah. Khali sir wali story is a story for a different day. Basically, guys, Tits Billa had tried to have me on, disrespected me, but now the same production company, after I got followers called me again and they were like, now we want you to be on Chodis.
आए हाय
ठीक है, अब मेरे को कॉल करके बोला कि अब we want you to be on Chodis. And
वो चौधरी सर.
yeah, I don't remember if they wanted me to give an audition or something, but the first call I got only, this was post 100K, right? This was around 120, 130K. They called me and I'm like, I don't want to do Chodis. I said it clearly. I was like, मेरे को Chodis नहीं करना, CTV वाला मैं अब नहीं बन सकता. I'm doing my own thing. I don't want my name to be associated with CTV.
Indian Idol चल रहा.
भाई ठीक है, फिर अब इंडियन आइडल पे मैं रैप करने जाऊंगा एक बार.
इंडियन आइडल से भी एक बंदा फेमस बन गया था, वो अरिजीत सिंह.
अरिजीत सिंह इंडियन आइडल पे बना है.
इंडियन आइडल पे हारा था वो.
What shit?
अरिजीत सिंह came third, I guess.
What the fuck?
Even I didn't know this.
माँ चौथी सीन की भाई.
Arijit Singh is just the
Goated.
अरिजीत सिंह इंडियन आइडल हारा था.
What the fuck?
International अभी टूर पे गया अरिजीत सिंह अपना.
भाई अरिजीत सिंह is
He's
goated
selling out
भाई.
stadiums in like fucking Canada and shit.
इंडियन आइडल पे नहीं जीत पाया.
Anu, he wasn't good enough for Anu Malik.
He sells into 10 stadiums what Anu Malik would sell.
Anu Malik hasn't sold a coffee shop.
Yeah, literally.
Which he bought.
And shout out to
Anu Malik.
Goated Arijit Singh.
भाई ये तो सुन, फिर उसके बाद मेरे को अब उनके कॉल आए जा रहे हैं भाई. They called me like once, I'm like no Chodis. They called me twice, thrice. They called me 4 times, bro. They called me 4 or 5 times and they're trying to sell ki, oh yeah, this new Chodis concept is like influencer based. It's way cooler now. It's like back like the OG Chodis. Everyone's going on. It's not team based. It's individual tasks, and you're going to go to a foreign location. Ye wo. And they're trying to pitch me the idea of Chodis, and now they want me on after they fucking told me that looks like your content is not doing so well, and they rejected me on the fucking 4th last day. भाई मेरी गांड मारने के बाद, पूरा bipolar बनाने के बाद, रुलाने के बाद, अब मेरे को कह रहे कि अब तू Chodis पे आ जा, टिट्स विला पे तो तेरा हो नहीं पाया. मैंने उनको बोला कि तुम्हारी टिट्स विला का माँ का चोद भाई, तुम लोग गांड मराओ बहन चोद. आज के बाद कभी नहीं आने वाला मैं टिट्स बिल्ले पे किसी पे भी भाई, जो भी हो जाए बहन चोद.
धन विजय. धन विजय को बोल फोन करे मुझे.
अबे सही में भाई, धन विजय भी फोन कर ले, अब नहीं आने वाला भाई.
You should go to Chodis and tell them like I want to be one of the judges.
वो दोनों
I don't give a fuck.
वो दोनों भाइयों के बीच अनमोल बैठा हुआ है.
मैंने भी कटवा लिया सब. मैं भी तीसरा बन गया हूँ.
ट्रिपलेट थे.
अबे बट वो अब वो नहीं रहे भाई.
नहीं
वो
अबे they got cancelled.
क्या बात कर रहे
हैं?
They got cancelled because of some bullshit. I don't remember exactly, but they
अबे उनमें से
overperformed and they got cancelled.
Overperformed.
That's like everyone on their show ever.
Overperformed.
How could have they got
fucking
उनने तो शुरू
Bro,
किया
you
था.
cannot have this kind of show in this day and age. People realized it too late. And when they realized what the
realized it
fuck was happening on social media, when they started putting
15
reels,
seasons later, dude.
Exactly.
They realized it like 15 seasons later.
you cannot have a fucking show where you literally guys on stage and you're telling him that you F, like the bad F. They used to say that on Chodis.
Fuddu.
What? The slur for gay. Like the bad
Oh.
slur for gay. I'm pretty sure I've heard that on Chodis.
Oh yeah. They used to use some fucked up terms.
language.
Yeah, dude. Fuck.
It was
That's why
quite
they got cancelled.
I think, yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. Dude, Chodis was fucked. They used to be fucked. Those bald-headed motherfuckers were really out to get people, right?
Everyone.
Yeah, dude,
everyone. The guy could be the nicest person on stage. They bring him down to his knees.
तू बनेगा चोदी. माँ चोद देते थे भाई.
और भाई ये कैसे दोनों भाई को कैसे हाउस होल्ड में रेस करा, इतना गुस्सा उनमें
हाँ,
क्यों
सही
है
में
भाई?
उसका बाप मेरे को पता लगाना है. Guys, comment below if उनका बाप भी टकला था कि नहीं.
Guys, this is not.
There's just a
Why
family
are
of,
they so angry?
and it's just a family of bald people. मम्मी भी टकली, सब टकले हैं. अबे fuck, जेडा. जेडा तो उस घर से तो नहीं आई है. Oh my god, dude, now it explains it. भाई जेडा और सारे अपने 34 वाले जजेस सारे related है भाई.
सब टॉक्सिक है.
They're so
सब
angry. Every time I watch that show, like, why is everybody so angry?
भाई बट जो भी बोलो, एंटरटेनमेंट फैक्टर तो बढ़िया था बहन. जो पहले वाले सीजन्स के 34 के ऑडिशन देख के तो चुत जाते थे
भाई. मैंने आज तक शो का कुछ नहीं पता, सिर्फ ऑडिशन देखे.
हाँ भाई मैं
वो भी
These are the
ऑडिशन.
first shows the fans would never approach the judges. Like, never.
yeah. No, maybe
तू बनेगा fan.
हाँ भाई सही में भाई सर पे मार दिया कुछ भी भाई. कह रहे तू अभी मार 10,000 पुशअप अगर तेरे को सेल्फी लेनी है तो.
I felt like these guys, the only like fighting move they had is like headbutt people.
No. They had no fighting moves. Dhanvijay was the only one fighting.
धन विजय फर्स्ट सीजन का विनर था, उसको जज बना दिया. धनविजय was the first winner.
Obviously he was. उसका करियर देखा.
उसके बाद उसके बाद उन्होंने पूछा होगा धनविजय ने कि अब मैं क्या करूं, क्या करें.
क्या बॉलीवुड उसे ले नहीं रहे.
तू इधर आ जा.
तू देख, दो लोग थे, अब तू बीच में बैठ जा हमारे. कोई अगर कुछ मारेगा वारेगा पुशअप कर दियो.
कैमरे में अच्छा लगता है ये.
हाँ वो तीन लोग हम
दो टकले
लोग कैमरे में अच्छे लगते हैं. We are basically copying the चौधरी strategy.
दो टकले एक बाल वाला.
भाई वो टकले भी भाई गलत ही टकले थे यार.
वो जी टकले.
know how that fucking show went on
for like
beyond,
fucking 16 17 it's still
took
going.
two-
It's still
yeah,
going.
it took-
The
it's-
judges
why
got
is it not
cancelled, but the
cancelled?
show didn't get cancelled. The
how
judges
these
got
shows
cancelled.
cannot last. You cannot say shit like this in this day and
अबे
age.
ये लोग तो मतलब तू समझ रहे 2011-10 में जो व्लॉग्स बनते थे उससे ज्यादा अनसेंसर्ड था भाई ये. लाइक वो उस टाइम पे लोग व्लॉग्स भी अपने थोड़े मतलब सोच समझ के बनाते थे.
Dude, in this show they used to tell these people to go kill themselves.
पूरी प्रोडक्शन
That's
टीम के
fucked
सामने
up.
ये सब बोलते थे
That's
भाई.
fucked up. पूरी प्रोडक्शन टीम टीवी पे आता था भैया, ये सब एयर
टीवी मारते थे उनको धक्के वक्के सीटों से मार रहे हैं
हाँ,
सबको.
सीटों से भी मारते थे
और
भाई.
वो पहुंच जाता था स्टेज तक उसको दिखाने के लिए, मैं मेरे से लड़ेगा और वापस स्टेज पे पहुंच जाता था भाई
This
उसको
was like
मारने.
realer than WWE.
हाँ, अपने सेट पे पूरा क्रू लेके पहुंचा हुआ है, रैंडम बंदे को बुली कर रहे हैं.
This was the definition of bullying someone, literally. I think.
कहीं गुड़गांव पे आ गए ना ये गलती से भी.
क्यों?
आते होंगे भाई यहाँ पे कितनी बार ऑडिशन गुड़गांव के होते होंगे.
हरियाणा के होते
हाँ.
होंगे. अबे और
बाहर
क्या
निकल के उठ जाएंगे भाई, उठा लेंगे इनको.
अबे हाँ किसी गलत बंदे को इनने बोल दिया कि तू बनेगा चोदी. बाहर जाके
तू बनेगा चौधरी गंजू.
हाँ भाई बाहर जाके चले गए.
गंजू.
अबे अब तो उनमें से एक गंजे की लाइक शादी वादी भी हो गई है. He has a white baby.
White. No wonder he got married to a white woman. She doesn't know what the fuck is going on.
Everyone in India knew what this bald-headed man was.
देश छोड़ के भागे भाई दोनों.
Everyone in India knew what this bald. कोई रिश्ता नहीं भेज रहा उसके घर.
Baby को you will become a baby.
तू निकलेगा इसकी बुद्धि से. तू बनेगा फोदी.
भाई what the fuck was this show?
भाई CTV or cancelled. Guys, I think on that note, on cancelling CTV is where we call it a night and we end this episode. Thank you so much for watching episode 2, which was on Tidsbilla, CTV, and overall just a lot of shit that has happened to me and has been implicated on me. If you guys felt bad for me, if you empathized with me anyhow, then make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. It'll make me feel slightly better and it'll boost my confidence a little more because I still feel bad about these things because I'm only human. Anyway, that's been episode 2. We have the smallest mics. Fuck. We have the biggest mics. We have the biggest headphones, but we have the smallest penises, guys. That's been episode 2. Thank you for watching. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. We're out. Peace.
Bye.